Hey, lady, I'm so excited that you're back with me today. Today, we are talking about the 5 ingredient or less test and how to know if what you're buying is actually good for you and your family. So, stay tuned, keep folding them clothes, keep rounding up them kids, wrangling the dog, doing what you're doing, keep the earbud in, and let's get started. Welcome to the Lifestyle Medicine Project. If you're ready to finally commit to lifelong health, feeling better, and improving your mental and physical health for good, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Jennifer Coble, a nurse practitioner, certified functional medicine practitioner, boy mom to 3, and wife. I have a calling on my life to transform the way that you view and experience healthcare because I believe that traditional medicine is leading people astray. We don't need to give a pill for the ill. We need to empower people to have a true lifestyle transformation, both internally and externally. And most importantly, commit and be disciplined to the process. It's time for you to go against the grain to get to optimal health that is going to have you feeling incredible. I can't wait to create a true lifestyle change with you. Let's mandate vegetables and tackle this project together. Okay, so let me come at y'all with just a little bit of hard information, okay? We're going to start with the boring, and then we're going to get kind of interesting. So, I'm not sure if you have heard of the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC. They are actually the people that oversee food advertising and food marketing, and the Food Advertising Enforcement Policy. This statement is a specific guideline for packaged food advertising, prohibiting deceptive advertising claims that provide, and when I say deceptive, I just did air quotes, couldn't see me, but I air quoted, deceptive advertising claims that provide misleading information or failure to provide fact. But wait for it. Just wait for it. The FTC does not allow claims without substantial evidence, but there is no specific list of approved or unapproved claims. So there is a large, very, very large gray area for what is and is not allowed. Just for example, the claim that Cheerios can lower cholesterol. I mean, have you seen any studies on that? Whatever. Anyway, just to let you know, the Federal Trade Commission is who oversees food advertising, and they are very arbitrary about what is specifically approved and not approved. So basically, we're paying people to make up rules as they go. But anyway, I didn't say that. Okay, so let's get to it. So let's talk about, quote unquote, I did air quotes again, healthy packaging. Okay? It is proven that thin, shapely containers, such as low-calorie drinks, skinny margaritas, more air quotes. I'm air quoting it all day today, y'all. Skinny margaritas, thin, shapely containers make people perceive that these types of containers are lower calorie than wide packages. Now, chew on that for a second, okay? Images, so think about the packaging you've seen in the grocery store. Images of fields, grains, farms, and produce make you think, is what the manufacturer wants you to think about versus the actual quality of the food, if that's what it is, in the package itself. So like ripe whole fruit on snack bars, okay? Like you see apples and cranberries and whatever on a granola bar packaging. But this packaged food actually contains more sugar than the fruit, the whole fruit with the fiber and everything itself. And a lot of times the sugar in that thing is high fructose corn syrup or some made up sugar in the lab. Okay. A lot of health claims that you'll see: low sodium, natural, fat free, low fat, low saturated fat, may reduce the risk of heart disease. Did you hear that? May reduce. Heart healthy, trans fat free, GMO free, multi-grain. But if you will look at the first ingredient in that package, most of the time it's still some type of refined flour that is the first ingredient. And if you don't know, the first ingredient in a package is the main ingredient, or the ingredient that has the most, oh Lord, I can't talk today. It is the ingredient that makes up most of that particular food. So low cholesterol, light, L-I-G-H-T, or L-I-T-E, fat-free, sugar-free, no antibiotics, antibiotic-free, no hormones added, made with real fruit. Okay, pesticide-free. Like, these are all the things that you'll see on these packages. And y'all, all of it is meant to confuse you and to make you think that you are eating healthy for your family. Okay? And sometimes you may be. Not with the skinny margaritas, friend. Not with the skinny margaritas. But anyway. So here we go. Best rule of thumb. Okay? Only 3 rules. Holding up 3 fingers. Y'all can't see me, but I'm holding them up. Best rules of thumb. 1, if it has a health claim on it, avoid it like the plague. I'm just saying. Because if a company removes an ingredient, such as fat-free milk, if they remove an ingredient, they replace it with another ingredient the majority of the time, so that it remains palatable. Okay? So if they take fat out of something, they may add sugar to it. And sometimes, such as the fat in certain things, sometimes what they replace that fat with can be worse than the actual fat itself. Okay? So if a company removes an ingredient, they could possibly replace it, and more than likely will, so that it remains palatable, with another ingredient. And a lot of the time, this new ingredient is something worse than the original. Okay? So that's why I say, if it has a health claim on it, more than likely they've taken something out of it and put some crappy something back into it. So avoid it like the plague. Number 2, if you buy packaged foods, listen, I ain't going to throw stones, y'all, because if you see me in the grocery store, you're going to see packaged foods in my cart. But the majority of the time, I'm going to say 90 to 95% of the time, this package has 5 ingredients or less under the ingredient list. I do not look at nutrition facts. I don't give 2 hoots about nutrition facts. I look at the ingredients. If it's 5 ingredients or less and I can pronounce those ingredients, more than likely I could probably make that thing, whatever it may be. What comes to mind for me is tortilla chips. I can make that thing in my own kitchen. I can make a tortilla. I try not to if I don't have to, because it gets a little out of control around here. But I can make a tortilla. And I can put it in some avocado oil, and I can fry it up, and I can make a tortilla chip out of it. And it's actually better than the chips that you get in the bag. But regardless, I can still take those ingredients and I can make it in my kitchen. Okay? 5 ingredients or less, and make sure that you can pronounce and know what the 5 ingredients are. Okay? Number 3, best rule of thumb. Best option is no packaged foods. Now, is that realistic for some of us? No, it is not. It is not. Because we are on the go. We are just trying to keep up and keep our head above water a lot of the time. But ultimately, that is the best option. Now, if you eat packaged meals 5 days a week, maybe your goal would be packaged meals 4 days a week. Just step it back a little bit. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to do something better than you did yesterday. Okay? So what have we learned today? Packaging is very deceitful. The companies want you to consume more, thinking that you're doing good for your family, when truly they sneaking things in there for you. Okay. And then the 3 best rules of thumb: if it has a health claim on it, avoid it like the plague. Number 2, if you buy packaged food, look at the ingredient list and try to stay under 5 ingredients. And number 3, the best option is always no packaged foods. So there is today's episode. I hope that you got at least one little tidbit from this episode that you can take and put into place the next time that you go to the grocery store. And I challenge you to do this one thing. I challenge you the next time that you walk into the grocery store to look at the packages and see how many of them have health claims on them. And then pick it up and turn it around and look at how many ingredients are in that particular food. Okay? Also, I wanted to remind y'all that I do have my meal planning toolkit that I am super duper excited about. And all you have to do is go to jennifercoble.com/meal, MEAL, planning, PLANNING, toolkit, jennifercoble.com/meal planning toolkit to download your copy today. And that will help you plan your meals, grocery shop, execute the meal plan that you've put together. If you have any questions for me, please send me a message at support@jennifercoble.com. I always love to hear from y'all. And if you want to see my face, maybe like once a month, because I'm not there a whole lot, you can join my Facebook group, and the link is down in the show notes. And it's called Healthy Happy Mama if you want to look it up on Facebook. I'm not in there a whole lot, but I do occasionally show my face. So there's a couple of ways that you can interact with me. I look forward to hearing from y'all. I truly hope that this episode blessed you today and that you got one little nugget that you can take to the grocery store with you. So I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Real quick before you go, if this podcast has blessed you in some way, the number one way you can thank me is to head over to Apple Podcasts and subscribe to the show and leave me a written review. Can't wait to hear from y'all.